Yo, so I've been playing around with all these multiple scenarios surrounding the Kyler Murray situation for the past couple of days. And I come across one thing that nobody is talking about. So let's dive into it. So, off top, the Arizona Cardinals have informed Kyler Murray and his team that they will release him at the start of the league year, which is March 11th. That's in the next couple of days. Now, we've seen other teams already cut players, already trade players, and restructure players. But the Cardinals have yet to officially release Kyler Murray. Now, this is what I'm getting into. Everybody out there in the league sources, commentators, podcasters, and league insiders are basically saying that Kyler Murray is a slam dunk to sign with the Minnesota Vikings when he's released. That's cool, right? But what if a team like the New York Jets, who has multiple draft picks and over 70 million of cap space right now, that's still in desperately need for a quarterback? What if they trade for Kyler Murray before his release? Now, before you log off, I want you to think about the scenario. The Jets is not a potential free agent destination for anybody right now. Nobody wants to come to the Jets. The Jets will have to overpay to get anybody in their building. And you already know that they need a starting quarterback. What if the Jets say something like this? All right, we got 70 million plus in cap space. Let's trade for Kyler Murray right now and see what happens. Because we know if he gets released, he's probably going to sign with the Minnesota Vikings or somebody else. Now, they don't want to get in a bidding war with anybody, but like I said before, they have 70 million plus in cap space. What if they think of something to package for the Arizona Cardinals and basically get Kyler Murray on their team before he gets traded? And you have to think about it from the Arizona Cardinals point of view. They already prepared themselves to eat Kyler Murray's contract going forward by just outright cutting him. But the Jets could come in and say, nah, we'll give you a third round pick, fourth round pick for Kyler Murray just to get him on the roster for right now and see what happens. Because just like I said earlier, what free agent quarterback wants to go to the Jets? We can throw out a couple of names. Malik Willis, probably not. Is Derek Carr coming out of retirement to go to the Jets? Probably not. Kirk Cousins? Probably not. I mean, who else is really out there? They talked about Carson Wentz, but do you really want to start Carson Wentz, for the next season and see how that goes? Probably not. He's more of a backup as of right now in this stage of his career. But I'm saying all this talk around the Vikings and Kyler Murray can be thrown a wrench if the Jets come out there and make a trade for him. Now, this is just something I'm thinking about. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm not saying I want this to happen. I'm just saying this is something we got to think about because we can't come out here and say that this Kyler Murray to the Minnesota Vikings is a guaranteed slam dunk when he hasn't been released yet. And if he is released, there's still no guarantee that Kyler Murray is going to sign with the Minnesota Vikings. He might go somewhere else. Who knows? But what I'm saying is you got a desperate team like the New York Jets with multiple picks in this year's draft and 70 plus million in cap space. And I did some of the numbers. They will be probably having to pay about 35, 40 million, on their cap just to retain Kyler Murray through a trade. That may not be accurate. That's just an estimate. I really don't know. If you're in the comments, you can, put it in the comments and let me know how much the Jets will actually have to pay if they, retain Kyler Murray. But that's the thing. They will get him in the building and they won't have to, schedule a free agent interview or however they do it. They will get the quarterback they want in the building, and then they can build on that to basically try to get more free agents to come to that team. Now, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments because it's just something we got to think about. Could be a wrench thrown. Y'all let me know. Let's go.